I'd like to welcome everybody to the People's Church of Divine Prophecy, the Sunday service. I'd ask you to silence your cell phones and now bless your medical or law enforcement personnel. The restrooms are down the hall, quick right, quick left, drinks and donuts in the back. Help yourself at any time. And to start the service, I'd like to have, right?
Yes.
One mind's getting right here. Light the candles. Right. We're all here today, body, mind, and spirit. I'd like you to please stand for the opening prayer and remain standing for the first hymn. Take an attitude of prayer. Dear Father God, we give thanks for this moment in time. May we feel your urgings, your love, and your hope within our minds and souls. May we remember that we are eternal beings and that this existence here in the physical is but a blink in the eye of eternity. May we practice love, hope, and happiness at every turn during this existence and all through eternity. Amen. The next portion is a reading by the pastor, a thought for the day. This is where I sit and contemplate things that have occurred to me in the past week and try to put it into a spiritual perspective through a philosophy that I'm trying to bring into my life. I was sitting there thinking today, and something came into my mind because life seems to get very hurried a lot of the time. And the more you try to slow it down, the more hurried it seems to get. And I was thinking there was a time when I used to hitchhike around the country a lot. And one time I was hitchhiking and I had a beard, and believe it or not, I had hair at one time. I had long hair and a beard and mustache. It was dark, it was black. And I get picked up by this pretty girl in a little sports car. And I've been on the road for about 3 days, no shower, no nothing. And she says to me, I'm on my way to Florida from New Jersey. I'm trying to get back home. She says, where are you going? I told her, and I said, she says, well, why don't you let me take you back to my place, let you have a shower, I'll cook you a nice hot meal, and you can sleep in bed tonight. And I'm sure there was more to it than that. I was in my 20s then.
Hopefully.
And of course, I said, no, I got to get to Florida. So she drops me off of the road and takes off. And what I was thinking about that was how easily that opportunity could have changed my life if I would have gone with her to her house. And there's no telling the eventualities that could have unfolded from that. But I was so single focused on getting back to Florida, and all I did when I got back to Florida was get thrown in jail. So it was quite an event, but just thinking back on that, missed opportunities and just, the choices you could have made. And what came to me out of all that was that life should not be the single point of rush towards a goal. It should not be focusing on attaining a goal. And Eamon talked a little bit about that, living results-oriented last week in the service. But life is about the journey. It's not about the end of the life. It's not about attaining the goals like we're taught in the workplace and taught in school to graduate from grade to grade. Everything seems to be this rush towards completion. And spiritual development a lot of the time tends to be taught like that too, this rush towards attainment, this rush to get to a plateau, rush to get an acknowledgement, a certificate, a this or a that. And it really doesn't indicate what the person is. Or what kind of the person is because of all the certificates they have on the wall. I found the exact opposite. Most of the people that have a blue million certificates on the wall really aren't much to speak of. Because if you have to tell people what you are, you don't have much to give. They should know it. They should feel it. It should be apparent in your actions and the energy that you project. But spiritual development is not this attaining a goal, single line, straight line approach. It's an encompassing, as a spiritualist, I believe in co-development, which is me, the people in my life, the spiritual inspiration that I get, and my own spirit speaking to me. And this is a gentle journey. It should be a happy journey. Spiritual development is not just not doing things. It's not resisting the bad things in your life. It should be finding joyful things to do with your life. It should be enjoying your walk. So I just leave these thoughts with you and just ask you to contemplate on the simplest opportunities that we have and how to not be so rushed towards the goal, because a lot of times the benefit is in making the journey or making the attempt to attain something, just changing your thoughts to make the attempt rather than staying still or rushing past things. Thank you. The next portion of the service is the healing service. During the service, we'll have healers at the chair, and they'll be doing contact healing. During the service, there will also be meditation led by Ashkhen, accompanied by Marty. And during that, you'll hear a tone like that, and that means the chairs become vacant, so you can enjoy your meditation as well as the healing of the chairs. So I would like to see Lorraine and Judy take positions behind the chairs. Receive a significant healing, just comment to the healer after the service, and it always helps them. Start the service by reading the prayer for spiritual healing on the back of it. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Get ready for the meditation. Find a comfortable position to sit. So there is no tension on your physical body. Can you hear me? Sit relaxed. Feet straight on the ground, palms up in your laps. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Try a few more times. Breathe in. And breathe out. With your exhale, let go, release. Any tension in your physical body. You are experiencing many aches, pains, discomfort. With your exhale, just breathe it out. Let it go. Let go of the thoughts that are occupying your mind. If you have any worries, any concerns at this time, just let it go for now. Bring your focus and your awareness to your breath. Engage with the mechanism of your breath. Feel your breath taking you deeper and deeper within to a very peaceful and quiet presence within yourself. Connect with this peaceful presence. While you breathe, repeat to yourself quietly, I am at peace within and with my surroundings. With your inhale, I am at peace within. And exhale, I am at peace with my surroundings. While you breathe, feel peaceful sensations flowing throughout your body, your mind, your spirit. Your mind is completely quiet and your body relaxed while you breathe in and out. In the presence of God, mighty I Am presence, I now call forth the divine healing energy to be here at this time and to provide each one of us with the healings that we need for our mind, body, and spirit. As we call upon the law of forgiveness, we forgive all those who have hurt us. We forgive those who have caused us pain and suffering. We forgive and we detach with love. We let go emotions of fear, anger, resentment, judgment. We let go of whatever is holding us back from advancing spiritually. We let go of situations, circumstances, beliefs, relationships that are holding us back from achieving our highest potentials. We let them go to the light of God that never fails. And we ask God, the omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, to be in charge of our lives, our existence, our soul and spirit, while we are here in this physical plane on earth and beyond. In the name of universal Christ consciousness, we ask for protection. Accept. While you are breathing peacefully, feel your awareness shifting higher, higher to your forehead. Become aware of your third eye in the center of your forehead. And as you look through your third eye, envision brilliant golden light in a form of golden energy entering through your forehead. Spreading gently in and around your head. Healing and clearing your mental body. Release and let go of all the thoughts that are limiting your highest potentials. Release and let go whatever is holding you back from advancing spiritually. Release and let go thoughts of resentment, any beliefs that were imposed upon. Release and let go. See this energy awakening your creativity, the infinite knowledge and wisdom within your soul and spirit. Breathe in and breathe out. See the energy moving gently down to your lower body, down to your throat, your shoulders, extending to your arms. Feel the energy rushing down, filling your chest. Moving gently as it moves within you. It clears the blockages in your body, both physical and spiritual. See this energy healing your emotional body. Release and let go of all the emotions of pain, hurt. Release and let go of the events that caused you suffering. Release and let go of the emotions that you are carrying from your past experiences to your current life. See the energy cleansing and clearing your emotional body as you release and let go. Creating happy emotions, loving emotions. Feel the energy moving down to your knees. Golden energy moving down to your feet. See it coming out through the bottom of your feet and anchoring you to the earth. And breathe out. See this golden energy expanding further out of your body and creating a beautiful circle of golden light. See yourself as a brilliant tower of light. Standing tall. Standing tall in your divinity. The more light you project, the more light you attract. See your light filling your surroundings. See yourself as a brilliant light. You are the light of God that never fails. Embrace your divinity and stand tall and be still. Be still in the light of God. As you look through your third eye, extend your vision and see Mother Earth. Focus on the areas around the world that there is upheavals, conflicts, and wars. Let your light reach those regions. Let your light create a shift in the consciousness of humanity, of the people. Let your light reach the world leaders and create a shift in their consciousness. Let their anger be filled with compassion. Let the hatred be filled with love, and the separation be filled with unity. See the cries of the children replaced with laughter, and the hearts of the mourning replaced with hope and joy. Breathe your peaceful breath in those areas. And let your breath create peace throughout the world. Let peace prevail on earth. Envision Mother Earth in a beautiful and harmonious place. In a beautiful and bright place. Create the vision. You have the power to create your realities. You have the power to manifest your thoughts through the power of intention. Intent for peace. Intent for unity. hold this vision in your consciousness. And be the creator of your own reality and intentions that serves the highest good of all. Feel your peaceful breath, bringing you back gently to your physical body. Know that light is always within you and around you. Be the light that you are. And let God be. Slowly become aware of your physical senses. To the here and now. When you're ready, you can open your eyes.
The next portion of the service is the inspirational lecture. Today's lecture is Sagar. He's a medium and a healer from Cassadaga. He was born in India. His upbringing conditioned him to observe and participate and observe all religions and practice towards them with respect and reverence to their customs and traditions. The awareness of such things such as insight into Vedic astrology, mediumship, intuitive ability, and healing are his strengths. I've known Joy for quite a number of years. I knew him as a student, and he attended a few of my classes many years ago. He's come into his own now, and I'm very proud to have been a small part of that to help him along. He's definitely his own person today, and you're going to enjoy what he has to bring. Please welcome Sagar.
Since it's still morning, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Now let me turn this little gadget on. Is this on?
Yes.
It's a pleasure to be back here and to be in front of you all. It gives me a perspective about myself each and every time I'm doing something like this. When I was preparing my talk or conversation, I had to keep things in perspective. So inspirationally, Spirit put a note in my head. And I'm sure many of you have heard Bill Withers sing the song, "It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good." That's absolutely right for me, and I can vouch for it each and every moment of my life. The life is nothing but good. No matter what changes, what events, what situations life has presented me with, it is always good. There's always an upside to it. The lyrics to this song are very suggestive, and they're very simple, just like they say. And it also reflects the constant changes that each and every one of us go through our life, regardless of our ages and our situations. All the changes that we go through are very well reflected. Our world is constantly changing. It is constantly changing. And in my reflection, as I was thinking more in terms of our universe, I identified that all individuals pretty much basically interact with three layers of universe. The one is the universe we see itself, that consists of the world around us in terms of people, places, continents, countries. And the second world that we create within our immediate boundaries, our friend circle, our colleagues at work, and things of that nature. So that's the second layer of the universe that we create. And the third is just right here within us, in our hearts, which I believe, and I've learned to believe, it's the truest one of all. Because that's where we know where our reality is. That's where we understand how we stand and interact within our own conscientiousness, in our own hearts, in our own love and harmony. So all the energies of the universe just go right into that small universe, and then how the ripple effects go outside is what we experience in terms of our situations, what we attract, what we push away, and things of that nature. And it's always constantly going in and out. But I believe that these three layers of universe is what primarily just perpetuates all our life changes and life events. When we seek change, when we seek refuge from our life-altering events, and the imagination can run amok wild with this, our personal life changes, physical changes, emotional changes, spiritual changes, any changes that we seek. How do we manifest a rebirth? How do we bounce back from it? How do we respond to that life-altering moment in that given particular chance? It all lies within us, and Mahatma Gandhi even said to in effect, the change that we seek in ourselves must begin with us. So we go back in the center part of our being where we can understand and we expand and connect through that aspect of our life. That's how we can seek true changes that will manifest over time, that will manifest over eons, and always be true to us, and always bring things that are true to us, that resonate with us. Anything that's superficial or very surface-like will not be allowed to enter. The wonderful thought would be to our life-altering events on the lighter note is like one morning you wake up and you are trying to recall any sour situation in your life and it does not exist anymore. How fantastic would that be? It's gone, it's erased, it's out of your memory bank. It's out of all the realms of your life. You just wake up and wish something like that happened. That would be very simple, wouldn't it be? We are humans after all. Or the alternative would be if you have seen the Men in Black movie and he had a pen and you go zap and you zap that particular subset of situation that has really gotten hold of you and challenged you to death for any given reason. Wouldn't that be nice? You just click that pen and it's gone. To allow ourselves to naturally move past these life-challenging situations is where honestly the key is. The key is to reflect within ourselves to know what perspective we have for ourselves, and it is different for each individual. What is our focus? What is our intention? What is our attention in that moment of life-changing events, and how we are approaching those situations? It honestly does not have to be a time-space continuum, and just that one moment is where you can pin down how it's impacting you and how you work with that. However, sometimes we will recognize that we often go in what we all know as a state of denial. We are recognizing this situation in front of us. We've experienced some disharmonious events in our life, and we are yet not recognizing. We are pushing ourselves constantly. We are pushing ourselves to have a one-upmanship, so to say. We are pushing ourselves to prove something that we do not want to accept. So we constantly take ourselves in a state of denial. Sometimes, for me, how it works for me, sometimes I have to really push it into my subconscious to move on in that moment so that I don't have to deal with it in that given instant. It works sometimes, and sometimes it does not. Sometimes it allows me to not remember that life-altering, life-challenging situation for quite some time. However, please believe me when I say I have recognized that I have not completely remove that incident from my life. It is very temporary. It comes back. Sometimes it comes back with a vengeance. Sometimes it just comes back to make you realize you're still somewhere subconsciously seated in that particular incident. Sometimes I've noticed myself, and this is very genuinely surprising and very comforting at the same time, that when I'm dealing with a situation, I have to just surrender myself. I use the word surrender very sincerely. I surrender myself and I allow the universe, the infinite spirit, the God, whatever I believe in that moment, and allow it to take it away from me. And it has happened that I do not have recall or any desire to go back into that situation of conflict, situation of being torn apart, situation of challenge. But I have to understand that when I'm surrendering at that point, it has to be very sincere. Otherwise, I am still physical, still human, and I'm still dealing in the realms of the physicality and the emotional state. I have to be there. Can I do it all the time? No. Have I done it once or twice or more than that? Yes, I have been able to really remove that part of my experience just by surrendering. And it has not come back to me yet. And I don't even recall if I have to give you an example, if I can give you an example or not. Since we are all individuals, we are the person of our choosing and making. And we have to realize that we all act and react differently. So my personal experience is just to share that it does happen. There might be a subset of your personal experience where you are successful in facing your challenges, finding solutions, how things work for you, and that will be unique to yourself. It does not have to be my way or your way. Whatever works within your own subconscious, your spiritual level, that is the way, and that it works for you. I will share a small story, and you would find it very amusing how it connects. Years ago in Scotland, there was a family. It was a Clark's family. And this family had the husband and wife and 9 kids, and they had the desire to come to the United States. So through years, ever since they set their mind that they want to do this, they want to be in the United States, they worked hard. They did everything they could to save up money for each and every one. Imagine 9 kids and all coming here. So they worked hard, they made sacrifices, they made choices, they did everything in their realm to save up enough money so that they can make this travel possible. So they go to the passport office, they get their paperwork together, everybody is elated. 1 week prior to the travel, everything is set, everything is paid for, paperwork's in order, the ship is getting ready and prepared. So as they move along, a week before the journey was supposed to take place, the youngest kid gets bitten by a dog. There's a chain in the scenario. So the kid is taken to the hospital and he's being treated for his bite, and everything's fine. The father comes back with the child at the home. The next morning when they wake up, they have a yellow flag in front of their door. The yellow flag there at that time and age meant they're under quarantine. They are not leaving the premises for next 2 weeks. So the father is all tore up. His life is changing. Money is invested, everything's fine. There's no refunds at that point. And he's stuck 2 weeks, he cannot leave his home. They cannot do anything, anybody in that house. So the morning, when the ship was departing, the father with a very heavy heart goes to the dock, stands ashore and see everybody board this ship. And still with a heavy heart, he saw that ship sail away. He and his family and all the sacrifices and choices. are still there in Scotland. So he goes back home, all mad, bent out of shape, really blaming God for creating the situation, not understanding his request, and blaming his son not to be careful enough to avoid the dog and create that situation. So he's really upset, mad, furious. Well, a few days later, news come back to Scotland about the ship. The ship sunk, and everybody on that ship died. And what the amazing part is, what was just shared not too while ago, it was Titanic. There's a story from the Titanic. So just when this father gets this news and he sees all 11 of them safe, all the kids are safe, he's safe, everything is safe, his attitude, his perspective towards the same situation just flipped the opposite. He goes and hugs his kids. He says, "Thank you for getting bitten by the dog. We are all safe, we are still alive, and all of them are dead." We're just going to change our perspective at that point. How we understand our life situations this is where the tricky part is in any one of our lives. The same challenging situation that's providing you all the negative feelings, all the negative adjectives that you can ever find in the dictionary. Have we tried a small attempt to look at the bright side of life from the same perspective? Play differently, see things differently. What ifs? What could have been? What could have been the other possibilities that would have said, okay, well, this is what it is, but I'm looking at a better side. I will share my personal story, and this is happening in current time. I've been trying to sell the home that I own to move into Cassadaga Camp. And I've been trying, I did all the work, I put it on Craigslist, I showed it to several people, but there is no positive thing. So one morning I wake up and there's a message in my head: empty this house and it will sell. And I am really challenging myself to that point. You know, how do you go about selling, still owning this home, and look for something to rent, so I will have double the expenses and everything? I am going out there on a limb, trusting the Spirit is going to take care of me. Manifesting my perspective of believing what I believe in. My journey within my life has now turned my perspective of any challenging situation is give it to the Great Spirit. God will take care of me. So I set this up. Now I moved into the Cassadaga Camp. I'm living there. My other house, I still own it. It's up for sale. And I am there on the belief that it will be sold before it becomes a hardship for me. I have not yet once let that situation ride my life on threat, on being insecure, on being fearful that what if the house is not sold? I'm managing 2 households at that point. But my example just goes to show sometimes you have to do things on the finest thread of faith that you can find and do things totally out of the blue. Have that faith that God, the universe, will provide you what you're entitled for. It has always become my pursuit. Recently, the more I'm growing and developing, the more I manifest that faith in each and every day. The universe will provide me what I need. A lot of times what I have understood and experienced in terms of dealing with life-altering situations. As an observation through people, friends, family that I see and walk amongst are my biggest examples to observe life and find things that are soothing. I find a lot of us, including myself, we try to create harmony within our environment. And often we believe that we create the harmony by being easy with the situation, by creating things that are more comfortable in accord with the other people that are around us. That is fine. Harmony is defined that way in the dictionary. It says about the inner calm and tranquility. However, in one of my recent classes, and it was a life expansion class just a couple of weeks ago, and we were discussing about relationships and issues and things like that. And it was shared that harmony is an energy. It is not that something one can create by becoming more adaptable to their situation. Harmony is an energy. It has its own course. It follows whatever you're leading on to, whatever way you're heading, it adapts to that particular pathway. So that was a moment of aha for me. It's like, okay, I'm writing this conversation and we're discussing the same thing out of the blue, just like today. Here, our readings, our inspirational speaking, the music, everything for me just felt everything was in harmony, and they had bits and pieces of what I was going to share with all of us here. That's how harmony works. A lot of times if we keep our perspective and focus on where we want to be in our lives, harmony will ride us to that point. It will create situations. It will bring people in our lives that will take us to that point, towards success, towards prosperity, towards abundance, towards health, healing, spirituality. Like-minded people will come within our environment. And that moment of listening to that class was like, it left me with goosebumps and awareness, like, what a wonderful thing. I'm trying to create harmony with people that I work with, the people that I live with, and this is a man-made thing. Have I had this awareness before that harmony is the energy and it will take me, guide me to where I want to be in life? Life would be different. And I'm sure each one of us here can say that. In conclusion, all I would like to say is how to get to that point is really unique to all of us. Just to keep our focus straight and keep the trust always alive in our hearts. That the energies of the universe, the love of God, the harmony will never leave us alone. It will take us to that safe place that is the very best in any given time and place of our lives. So just allow yourself to create that inner calm and let harmony go to work. And I'll leave you with a lot of love. Thank you.